Chicago native Jerod Haynes started his acting career in theater. He's best known for his roles on TV shows like Empire, Chicago Med, and HBO's Native Son.
And he's here joining us right now. Good morning. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you guys for having me.
Yeah, so tell us about your documentary, Fatherhood. How did you get the idea for that?
Well, actually, a friend of mine, Jim St. Germain, I called him up. It's based off an event that happened to me on Father's Day with me and my father. And yeah, I brought up some thoughts and ideas, and I want to start a conversation amongst other fathers from different generations to feel out what they feel about the word fatherhood and what it means to them. So, yeah.
What does it mean to you?
Well, fatherhood is just a person who equips their kids and with different tools that they need to make it out here, while still dividing time between providing and being there in the physical. And yeah, it's a very nuanced job, and I think it evolves a lot, and that's why I started this conversation, to hear different perspectives.
Not an easy job.
Not an easy job. And do you feel like a lot of people, maybe who aren't fathers, have a misconception about some of the struggles of fatherhood? So what are some of the struggles that people might not be thinking about?
Yeah, I'm glad you asked that, because I think the job was to bring awareness to fatherhood, to say that, you know, there are a lot of great fathers, specifically in the culture. And it is tough, because sometimes you're ill-equipped, and sometimes you're thrusted into a situation that you're not really ready for, in a sense. Especially if you haven't had that example early on, then as they say, there's no manual with it.
Right.
So you have to come up with it and hopefully pull from different resources to make it happen.
Right. I think when you're young, you just assume that your parents know everything, right? They're superheroes to you. But as I get older, I'm like, wow, they really were just doing the best that they could.
Yeah,
For
I
people
think
too. Yeah.
Definitely, right? I think that's the goal, is to show that you can't judge, and you really don't know, and that you do the best that you can with what you have, and you only know as much as you know, and with that, hopefully things work out. And I just want to bring awareness to those who are great fathers, who are trying their best, and things like that.
And you've got a daughter. What are some things you want to teach her?
My daughter, who is Jalea, her name is Jalea Lee Haynes, and she's great. She's 8 years old.
Oh, she's so cute. Look at her.
Matching bows.
Is that at Disneyland?
Yeah, I took her to Disneyland.
Lucky girl.
She's a genius, and she's doing really well for herself, and she's smart, and I just don't want her to lose that honesty and that light. Kids have a light, and sometimes they get tainted, because growing up through the world, and as adults you figure out, oh man, there's more to it than this. But I just don't want her to lose that light and that funness and that, and just being genuine. She's good. She's a good person.
How do you do that? How do you help her hang on to it?
I think just by being, loving her, continue to show her love. If she knows what love is, and to love herself more than anything, and not depend on anybody else's love or anybody else's validation, she'll be just fine.
Sounds like she's got a great father.
Yeah.
You said it.
It's
oh
tough.
my gosh.
It's tough. I'm still learning.
Thank you so much, Jerod. We'll
Appreciate
continue to check out all your projects, and thanks so much for hanging with us this morning. If you guys want to check out Fatherhood, it is now on YouTube, and make sure you follow Jerod on social media to keep up with all of his latest projects. He's got a lot going on.